Well, this is new. Welcome to Film Rants! Wow, it feels like I have not done this in a long time. I haven't been in front of a camera for a while. It's been a lot of behind the camera. But yeah, this is gonna be me talking about movies and shows and stuff, because I like to do that. And also, I rant about movies and stuff to my friends, and they're tired of it, so I figured I might as well rant about it to a camera, because cameras don't react to things and stuff. Anyway, so the Shannara Chronicles. It aired on MTV. The first season just finished up. The first season was based on an awesome book, The Elfstones of Shannara by Terry Brooks. And I love that book. I just love Terry Brooks' books in general. They're great. Seriously. Terry Brooks. So, the show. Did I like it? I really had a love-hate relationship with it throughout the entire series. One episode I'd be like, yes! And another episode I'd be like, seriously? And some episodes it'd be a mixture of both. I'd be like, yes! And then I'd be like... Number one, the excessive amount of makeout scenes. Not good. In the book, there are literally like 2, maybe 3 kissing scenes. And there were literally 2, maybe 3 kissing scenes per episode. It was just this cheap, like way to move on, keep the plot moving. They couldn't, like, the actors sometimes didn't have any chemistry, so they'd be like, how are we gonna tell that they love each other? How well, they kiss a lot, so that's how you can tell. And in the book, like, the love triangle is like this little side thing in the plot. In the series, the love triangle, like, almost is the plot, really. But that's just one thing. The other things are just all the changes that they made. They're really unnecessary changes. Like, they would simplify complicated things from the book, and they would complicate simple things in the book. Like the whole Paranor sequence in the double-length first episode or whatever. Paranor is not a mesa in the middle of the Grand Canyon. Paranor is a castle on a mountain in the middle of a forest. I think, like, maybe they had a budget issue with this. How much more money does it take to CGI a castle than it does to CGI a big plateau in the middle of a canyon? And the rocks, like ROC rocks, the big birds in the book, they turn them into like pterodactyls. Why? Why? Also, for the rocks, later in the book, the rocks are supposed to play a big part in the final battle, yet they use the rocks as a plot point in one episode to save them from people, and then they never reuse the rocks again. There were several situations in the final finale episode where I was like, use the rocks will help you, you have that little rock whistle that it gave you. They just don't, and it's stupid. Ooh. And on the final battle. In the book, the final battle is super cool. Like, there's Alanon, and he's riding on a rock eagle thingy, flying in the air. There's the Dagdamor, who is flying on like a fury demon winged thingy, and they're both like magicking each other. But in the show it's just like the final scene in Harry Potter. I have my staff. I have my staff. And that's really it. And on the Dagdamor, seriously, they had to turn him into the Warlock Lord? Like, oh, he's a fallen druid. How do you get in the Forbidding in the first place? In the book, he's like just like this epic demon dude that's the leader, but then they had to change it. Oh, and character development. There really wasn't a whole lot of great character development. The scene where Kimberly and Eritrea are trapped in that like old high school that was about to have prom, that was actually a pretty good character development scene. I like that. But other than that, Will seems like a clueless, naive, level 1 Dungeons & Dragons adventurer throughout the entire show. Eritrea's character never really evolved, and then that weird thing with the descendant of Armageddon. That was weird, because that's like connecting stuff to like Genesis of Shannara with Hawk being like the Gypsy Morph. Maybe they're trying to make her a descendant of the Gypsy Morph. This extra thing that they added to the series that wasn't in the book that really, I mean, it added a little bit of depth, but it really wasn't needed. Speaking of added things, the ending to the series. Spoiler alert. They don't even end it like the book ends. Sure, Amberly becomes the tree. That's like the only thing. Now Will's gonna go out to find Eritrea, and they're gonna have probably a whole nother season doesn't even have to do with a book. And that one dude that Alanon tried to train, I don't remember his name, he was just a weirdo. He's off on his own, like, oh, he's evil now. None of that is in the books, like, seriously. I sound like a book purist right now, but I am because I love these books. Okay, they could do something cool with Bandon is his name, Bandon. They could do something cool with Bandon. What if Bandon became the first, you know, like in Wish Song of Shannara, the Ildach Wraiths or whatever. If he found the Ildach and he became the first one of those, that would be kind of cool. That would actually be something that I would look forward to in the next series, just because it's a creative way of incorporating the next book into the same characters. But at the same time, we'd be missing out on a lot of stuff, like Bryn and Jair, Omsford. Those are two cool characters with the Wish Song and stuff. It's cool stuff. They're not utilizing it. They could, but they aren't. I do want to see the Weapon Master, Garrett Jax, in the next season. That would be awesome. That might even, like, erase all of my bad things if I saw the Weapons Master in the next series, because he's cool. Whatever, you know, Steve Jans, Garrett Jax, whatever incarnation of him you want. Oh, and the Hadeshorn. They skipped out on the Hadeshorn. I read the Shannara books, and whenever they visited the Hadeshorn, whether the druids would visit the shades of the dead druids and communicate with them, I had this vision in my mind of what I wanted the Hadeshorn to look like and how cool it would be to see it on the screen if it was a movie or a TV series. And then, of course, in the Shannara Chronicles, they skip that entirely. They just have Al-Anon dying on this weird druid table. And they have Bremen appear right in front of him, just like, I'm Bremen. Heal. Peace. And then Al-Anon was healed, and they never get to see the Hadeshorn, and I was just like, Okay, but on good stuff. Good stuff. Number 1, Al-Anon. Manu Bennett did a great job. On point. Awesome. Number 2, special effects and thingies. The production quality was definitely really good. Number 3. Can't think of anything else. But yeah, all in all with the Shannara Chronicles, I love it in some ways and I hate it in the others. I've run out of rant power on this one. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, stuff. See you next time.